Sun Music Studio.
Hello and welcome. Chairman of the Sovereign Council Al Burhan met yesterday with the UN Secretary General Personal Envoy Ramadan Al Amamra in the presence of the Ambassador Idris Ismail, acting Under Secretary of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. The Undersecretary of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs stressed that Al Amamra conveyed to Al Burhan a message from UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres regarding the UN role in Sudan, both in peace and war. Ambassador Idris indicated that the chairman of the Sovereignty Council reiterated Sudan's confidence in the significant role played by the United Nations in addressing Sudan's issue, stressing that he will work to support this role to achieve peace and security. For his part, Al Amamra stated that he delivered a message from UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres to the chairman of the Sovereignty Council Al Burhan, indicating that he heard a clear answer from Al Burhan regarding the point of the international community would like to explore regarding the future prospects. The 6th Infantry Division in El Fasher announced yesterday that it had successfully repelled attack number 206 in a series of the militia attack on El Fasher, southwest of El Fasher. The division stated that the battle resulted in the death of 60 militia members and the wounding of 52 others. The remaining militia members fled the battlefield, leaving behind their dead and wounded. Meanwhile, a special force and the General Intelligence Service continued their daily combing of Al Fasher neighborhood to wide the militia hideouts. The operation resulted in the seizure of large quantities of weapons and ammunition and the capture of prisoners. Dr. Jibril Ibrahim, Minister of Finance and Economic Planning, discussed with the Executive Director of the International Monetary Fund African Group, Mr. Regesa N. Sunday, ways to enhance cooperation and coordination between Sudan and the fund, particularly in light of the economic and development challenges facing the country and the African region in general. During his meeting with the Executive Director on the sideline of the spring meeting in Washington, the minister provided a comprehensive briefing on the economic developments in Sudan, reviewing the positive developments that have begun to appear on the horizon despite the war. The minister expressed Sudan's desire to benefit from the fund's technical expertise to enhance the capacities of national financial institutions. For his part, the executive director affirmed his commitment to support the country in international forums, announcing his intention to visit Sudan as soon as possible. During a meeting yesterday in his office in Port Sudan with the Egyptian ambassador to Sudan, Hani Salah, Minister of Trade and Supply, Omar Mohammed, discussed preparation for the second forum for Egyptian and Sudanese businessmen in Port Sudan. He emphasized the need to form an Egyptian-Sudanese consortium for reconstruction in Sudan. The minister praised the effort made to increase trade exchange and facility to movement the goods in Sudan. He also emphasized the importance of accelerating the activities of joint actions between the two countries in all areas of trade cooperation in addition to tourism. For his part, the Egyptian ambassador confirmed that Egypt attaches a special importance to the reconstruction of Sudan, not only from an economic perspective, but also from a comprehensive political, social, and historical perspective. Yesterday, Khartoum Governor Ahmed Osman Hamza received the ambassador of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, Ali bin Jafar, as the government secretary. The ambassador visit comes as a part of his inspection of his country's embassy. For his part, the governor of Khartoum praised the custodian of the two holy mosques and the people of the kingdom for the support they have provided to the Sudanese people before and after the war. The ambassador announced a new food support project to distribute 5,000 food baskets to war-affected citizens of the state. He also pledged to rehabilitate 5 hospital buildings. The ambassador raised the kingdom flag on the embassy flagpole, marking the official relocation to Khartoum. Khartoum state authorities issued an urgent decision banning the sale of tea and food and the smoking of hookah on the street and the main squares of the Sudanese capital. According to the Sudanese media, this came during a meeting of the Supreme Committee for Emergency and Crisis Management, headed by the governor of Khartoum, Ahmed Osman. Sudanese authorities indicated that the decision is a part of a broader plan to address security and social challenges, especially those related to begging and street vending, which the committee considered a direct threat to the public order. The Democratic Republic of Congo and Rwanda-backed M23 rebels have agreed to halt fighting in the east of the country until peace talks mediated by Qatar reach their conclusion. It is the latest truce deal since the rebels stepped up an offensive in eastern DR Congo, where the authorities say 7,000 people have been killed since January. Both sides on Wednesday jointly announced to work toward peace following more than a week of talks, which they described as frank and constructive. China called for all unilateral U.S. tariffs to be cancelled on Thursday, as a sign emerged that the Trump administration may de-escalate its trade war with Beijing. China also clarified it has not held trade talks with Washington, despite repeated comments from the U.S. government suggesting there had been engagement. U.S. President Donald Trump has repeatedly said the U.S. will have a deal with China, and on Wednesday they said there was a direct contact. This was your today's news by Sniper TV. Thank you for watching and goodbye.
Music Studio.